We saw that on full display in that last instance.
He's willing to chip away at you until he finds a win condition, and Bowser's got some pretty good ones on deck, namely things like Nair back air or just raw backers in general, side Bs, all of these good raw kill power tools. No setup required. Just, hey, if I land this, you explode. Meanwhile, in the case of characters like Rob, while you do have those tools as well, a lot of your stuff does technically require that little bit of setup, that down tilt starter, the Nair landing, stuff like that that's not hard, but isn't necessarily always accessible if Leon plays his cards right.
Yes. But it is now grand finals time with Zomba in the winner's side, Leon coming from the losers in a very intense Game 5 set. And now you have a bit of a data set against Zomba. So this time around, you're feeling a lot more fire in your heart. You might have more ideas in the back of your mind to deal with this robot, but at the end of the day, it's still Rob. It's still Zomba. He can make stocks disappear instantaneously.
Oh, he got the trip when he didn't want it. The high profile over the down tilt, over the second down tilt, kind of screwed up the down tilt chain that Zomba wanted. Still, that's a free grab, though, just going for the back throw.
Yeah, and he read the jump, too, with the laser, but just wasn't able to catch it. So unfortunate as Leon kind of takes this home with the Nair to the forward air, and now chopping with the Flame Breath, that forward air. So huge to hit that robot.
Dave is playing hot right now. There is a fire in his belly, and there's a fire on that turtle because he is exploding off the top here. But we're coming down from Halo platform, swinging, instant command grab, and the flying slam going to put Zomba over 100. And you got to start fearing for your life here and start showing off some self-preservation, Zomba, because some of these approaches are not it.
Yeah, and see, Leon just loves to get these reversals, especially off the side Bs in these interactions. You don't have your combos on tight. He knows there's a gap. He constantly just knows where to interact, and the forward air will be taking that second stock from Zomba. But Zomba, you got to make sure this Bowser, this turtle, never leaves the ground. You got to put him in his place. Get that zero death eventually, but I get it. It's Bowser. It's really tricky when he kind of figures you out.
Yeah, it's tough in order to keep the screws on Bowser, especially since Leon is just able to find ways and hits that he knows how to take. The chase down from Zomba, though, and the lazy recovery from Leon, only jumping back to ledge against a Rob down air, well placed like that. Zomba trying to mask some damage, but only 30% here. Another very brazen sort of recovery, and Leon will eat that alive twice over with just a couple up out of shields.
Yeah, trying to get him in a bit of a trap off the up air into the back air. Didn't quite find anything, but still holding the center so good. And he tried to come out with the up smash as well. But this is a prime situation to get reversaled. And this time around, we got spacing. We also got backing.
Yeah. This time around, we got a game on the board for Leon, and more importantly, it's the first game. Starting off strong, playing well right off the jump, reading Zomba's rolls, because that is something that Zomba is willing to give up, just like Guy before him.
Yeah. I was going to mention beforehand that I bet you Zomba was so happy tonight to not fight against Guy. Zomba hates Luigi. He hates Luigi.
I mean, granted, but also their winner side set was like not close.
Yeah, no, he's definitely like leveled up ever since I heard him say that he hated Luigi, and he mollywalled him. It was so bad. It was so bad.
Not close, but game one certainly was, though. Zomba able to find a couple key plays.
Oh my god.
I question going back to Stadium for many of the reasons that we just saw. Like, the blast zones are actually surprisingly close to the edge of the stage on Stadium, but that back air was killing regardless. What's more concerning, it just is the ways that Bowser's able to survive on this stage. There's so much of it that getting above the stage, refreshing your jump, is pretty easy.
Yeah, and Leon's just not giving a care in the world right now. It's just still holding up that center and playing really smart off the angle shields. You would have to think that Gaga game really put him on the top of his game right now. He's playing so damn well.
Oh, that down tilt forces the trip. Unfortunate there, but an even better delayed mash from Leon. Looking so crisp here. Calling out air dodges, but not able to guess for the cross-up. Giving Zomba a chance here to at least set up for a juggle.
Or an smash.
It's close enough.
I mean, I get it. Leon wants those constant reversals off the down airs that we've been seeing. And when Zomba gets a little lazy, he does catch him. But that time around, Zomba just waited to pull that trigger of him just landing on the down air. But Leon's still prime on the target right now, especially with all these side Bs beating their marks.
Yeah, that's the power of safety on shield, able to get that instant reversal, and 88% here. Damage is of no problem for either of these two players, and that's what creates such an interesting dynamic in a matchup like this, Snivy. Like, percent leads just don't exist. You're only just looking at what percent is my opponent at so I can set up for a stock or close out a stock instantly, and what are my opponent's stock counts, because that's all that matters right now.
Yeah, that's certainly all that matters. And ooh, you got him, caught him lacking a little bit with the side B, and now it's prime time to start recovering. And Zomba this time around, bypassing that entire sequence, just going for the high recovery, very smart, not wanting to hold any of that ledge trapping, and just going straight for the blow for the forward air.
You know what always gets me about Zomba's, Rob, in particular?
What's that?
Forward tilt.
Forward tilt?
The fact that like Zomba knows how to use forward tilt better than I think any other Rob. And he'll end down tilt chains with it, use it as such a perfect angle set. Like that's gonna be the stock there from Leon. But the fact that Rob has not only a low poke that hits super well, but a poke that you can angle high or mid, like it's so good at just raw coverage. And look at that, another forward tilt as a proper punish.
Yeah, the gyro setup as well, going very strong. Zomba in complete control for this game too, and this last stock as well. And you already know this is going to be a long one. We're in it for the long haul.
Yeah, it's definitely got to be more than our fair share of games. Not the same sweep that perhaps Zomba wanted. I think that game one might have been the first game that Zomba had dropped all. No, he lost the game to Talking Ben as well. So not the
Talking Ben.
Not the perfect victory, but twice over. A couple Jersey players taking a game off of Zomba, as he likes to talk his talk against any region that's not New York.
And you were saying before how taking Bowser to PS2 was kind of questionable since it's a pretty damn big space. Yeah. But we switched it up to a small battlefield this time around, which, you know, this is Leon's counter pick, but it might play out to Zomba's benefit here, maybe.
Yeah, there's just a lot. Oh. Yep.
Why?
So Zomba was in control of it because he had less percent. So you can just lead Bowser off stage if you have a good enough recovery, and Bowser will die first, so as to avoid things like Bowser sides.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
That's sick. What the heck?
And you can just recover. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a built-in evasive measure for like just cheesy stock trade strategies, and it really makes it problematic for characters like Bowser that just have that access to something akin to it, especially against characters like Rob. But the up smash will close out the stock. But it seems like Zomba's not. Oh, if he didn't whiff completely, he was absolutely going to be able to take one right back.
Yeah, but Leon able to get the percentage on the board and get the reversal this time around, trying to keep hold of the ledge. The Nair, unfortunately, not catching the neutral get-up as Zomba chucks Bowser to the ledge, trying to begin his trapping in question with the gyro. And he's still just trying to just be below Leon, cover that space to where he might be.
Up there.
But then again, this is Leon. He's been pretty good at getting a lot of these reversals.
Oh, Leon scouting out that roll as well, but Zomba one step ahead, able to space out a little bit closer than Leon wanted him to be. Finds that up smash out of shield. Excuse me, both of these two are finding success in not respecting each other's out of shield options.
Yeah, especially, you know, that up B, catching that neutral get up as well, even before a shield can even come out. Leon has to do well to kind of take this stock against Rob, but all right, slide in there in the dash attack, trying to cover the space, still looking for it. He hasn't committed to any button, which is pretty good.
It's all been gyro, laser, neutral air, and all of that's super hard to punish if you can't find the stuff. But there it is exactly. A couple down tilts whiffing thanks to the neutral tech. You find a slide beat.
All right, don't.
Oh, no jump.
I was about to say, Leon, don't jump, bro. Don't jump. This is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen.
The coverage from Zomba was even better. You had the recovery mix-up, the one mix-up that you had, pulled the trigger, saw the down air as well. It's like, yes, I can get back. I found the window. Rob down tilt.
There you go. Yeah, and it's like, I understand why Leon wants to jump there. Because Rob, like, going low, if you don't hit that spacing quite right, you just get two-frame, get down air, you get pulling to the blast zone. It's like, Bowser, you can only pray and hope that you make it back off of a high recovery, trying to invalidate anything that Rob is throwing at you.
Yeah, the risks you have to take in order to make sure that you force Zomba to reconsider how he goes about his edge guards. But the flowchart was just so strong from Zomba. Great air dodge there to catch the gyro and make it back to ledge all in one.
And now Leon's still just trying to find some footing in this first stock here, trying to win at the neutral. But Zomba, though, getting this first interaction off right. There's no jump on the board, and you're just all the way in the corner. The rotor arm scooping you back up and putting you in your place.
It's just that easy.
It's just that easy, huh?
It's just, I mean, if you have guaranteed ways to take jumps or to force 50-50s.
Oh, no.
Not again, dude.
We're 2 for 2, practically 3 for 3.
And he's still looking for it. And there's the 50-50, but both sides are heads. These are weighted coins. Zomba covering the double jump, but if you double jump anyway, that means you're going low. Down air. It's just that easy.
I think Zomba's looking to cash out on the bag right now. We're looking at that 3 stock currently incoming. Fortunately, Leon didn't get reversaled on the recovery on back, but Zomba is still playing pretty dominant in this neutral, hanging on with the gyro, the laser, and now we have the downs are pushing off. There's a footstool to seal the deal.
No, that's a setup.
Zomba is your champion tonight, claiming his rightful place as the King of Fusion.
Yep, he's back once again. Steve unbanned, which means Zomba wins.
I guess we're really back now.
We are definitely,
we're definitely
back, but I mean, like, Zomba's flowchart and offense is just so good. As frustrating as it is to watch Rob just do whatever he wants to some characters, the fact that he's got, like, just a perfect, like, what was it? It was down throw. It was set up into down tilts, but when you DI in the down tilts, it means that Rob can do run-off footstool at those low and mid percents, especially on characters like Bowser that aren't going to be sent super far. Like, I mean, that's literally that game 3 was how you draw it up, like how to beat Bowser as Rob 101.
Yeah, and I've definitely taken notice ever since you mentioned the F-tilts, the way he kind of sets up for these tech chases, gets certain combos as well, especially off these up air ones, which he's been starting to kind of experiment with, and we see at a lot of the top level play as well. It's just, man, again, I'm still impressed with Zomba just still coming back, making this Rob just be so on top. He's always working on new stuff to just always showcase to be at the top of his game.
Yeah, it's always impressive, like, with the way he pushes the character. And, I mean, credit where credit's due. Rob is definitely a character that has a lot of top level representation, but you can tell the difference between them. Like, Big Boss looks different from 8-Bit Man, who looks different from Zach Gray, who looks different from Zomba. And that's always going to be interesting to see that level of depth and to see the mechanical mastery of Zomba's positional pressure. And it showed off right here, winning Fusion, dropping 2 games along the way. But hey, like, shoutouts to everyone being here. Shoutouts to the Triad returning and conglomerating here at Fusion
the Triad,
this week.
yes.
And I mean, we're back. We are so back.
We had like half a Philly PR. We had like, most in Jersey PR?
A lot of Jersey PR for sure. And then, of course, a couple of New York PR representation, of which you'll see more of in the coming week with 2 premier New York events happening this week. Xeno 300 and High Res happening this weekend.
And you can catch us there at both of those events as well.
Yeah, so
they're going to be absolutely stacked with talent from all over Tri-State. And we might even have Cosmos. Actually, I think Cosmos is coming up for High Res.
Cosmos and Leon are both going to be at High Res, in addition to many of the New York members like Jen, like Zomba, like Vivi, like Fawn, like just so much, like John Numbers. So, looking good for the week. Looking good for Smash here in summer. This July is going to be absolutely popping. But you always got to know to support your weeklies like Fusion, happening here every single Monday. And if you like what you heard, you can be sure to follow us right down there at UBL Soul for me and at Syndicate Snivy for Snivy over here. Any final thoughts?
Nothing really. I'm
No,
just like,
W.
I'm just so happy. I'm so happy. We saw some great Smash today. We saw the return of so many players. I'm excited for the summer.
Hell yeah. So, with that, good night, everybody.
Take care, everybody. Peace out.